fellow Joe collectors, it's time to pull out our wallets again. We've had Yojo June, Yojo July, and a Haslab, and I think it's time we look and see how much money we actually owe Hasbro, because I did a video a few months ago looking at all the pre-orders we had out there. I mean, it was a lot of money with the Claw and all the other things that are out there. I'm not talking about the April pre-orders and stuff like the Cobra Commander. No, we're not looking at that. We're just looking at, if you went all in on Yojo June and Yojo July, how many new pre-orders do you have and how much money is going to be siphoning off of your wallet over the next few months? And if we go back, June 4th, we had the first week of Yojo June pre-orders. So you had Budo, you had Slice and Dice 2-pack, you had the MMS with Colonel Hawk. All ones I was on board for right away. And so you had Budo, the deluxe figure. No, it's like you almost have two figures in one. I mean, this is a legit deluxe figure. Like, I was surprised it's only $34.99 for how much stuff you got with it, especially when you compare it to other bonus kind of material things out there. But that Budo with all the gear and everything, $34.99, not too bad. Now, Slice and Dice 2-pack, which looks amazing, whether you're looking at the traditional kind of look of Slice and Dice or the more kind of comic-y versions of their faces they have on the head sculpts. Fantastic 2-pack that's out there. That's $54.99. And then my personal favorite, the MMS and Colonel Hawk, because I'm an OG 13 kind of guy, and I'm not even going to go into my worries about getting that Target exclusive of Short Fuse and Steeler. Well, that's a whole other video, but that's $70.99. So if you're looking at your first set of pre-orders from June 4th, that is a total of $169.97. Not counting taxes, not counting shipping, nothing. We're just straight up retail price that you have there. Okay, so that's the first week. Second week, what do we get on the 11th of June? Well, we had the Awe Striker. Very cool with crankcase. You can't be too bad with that. $99.99 for that one. Some people have already gotten that. Maybe they picked it up at San Diego Comic-Con, but there's been some issues. People have talked about that, but $100 for that one. Then also you had the Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer 2-pack, $59.99, which is funny because one figure is $24.99 and one figure is $24.99, but if I put two together, it's $54.99? That math ain't mathin', right? But $54.99 for that 2-pack. And then, of course, you have the retro-carded green shirt, which if you get one of them, it's $24.99, and the retro-carded bat, which is $24.99. And let's be honest, a lot of people want to get multiples of these. I pre-ordered only one of the green shirts because I want to find a green shirt, like, in the wild, so it's kind of one of those things. I miss doing that. So you have that one. So if you're looking at your pre-order total just for June 11th, that's $209.96. Take that with the first week, you're now at $379.93 in total pre-orders. Now, moving on, we had some time. They did announce the Snow CAT, but I'm going to talk about the Haslab at the end because you have until August 14th to buy it to make it work. So hey, a few more days, you could have a chance to buy that. But if we go into the next pre-order that was out there, you had the July 24th, that pre-San Diego Comic-Con right before, the Cold Slither and the Night Force Beachhead and Quick Kick. So Cold Slither, $124.99, and you can get it now. You can pre-order it. It was still up. You can get those now for you, but that's $124.99. And the Night Force Beachhead was $54.99. Now, don't get me wrong. Night Force Beachhead, Night Force Quick Kick, I love them. I got them. Heck, I have the Night Force Beachhead 3 3/4 guy. Looks super cool. The Cold Slither one, I have it. I got it. We got a video that's out reviewing it. It was kind of a fun thing to get. But you take those together, that $124.99 for Cold Slither, plus $54.99. Another pre-order that's out there. So you're looking at a grand total, if we take in Cold Slither, Night Force Beachhead, Awe Striker, Sergeant Slaughter, Retro Card and 2-packs, those two things, a Slice and Dice 2-pack, Budo, MMS with Colonel Hawk, you're now at $559.91. Now we come to more Yojo July with the new pre-orders that came out. And there you have the Steel Core Sentry and Modular Defense Post. Yes, it's a repaint, and I don't know when our Trench Viper version is going to come, but you have that. That's $59.99. Then you got the Desert Scorpion, a deluxe figure or pet set, $46.99. Sci Fi mainline, $24.99. Grim Viper, $24.99. At least they've kept this at $24.99 for a year or two. Mainframe, $24.99, and Sci Fi, $24.99. So if you just did the last pre-order kind of thing of what we have going on, that was July 29th, you're looking at $206.94 just for those. So taken together, all of the Yojo June and Yojo July pre-orders, you're looking at $766.85 in pre-orders. And that does not take in the Snow CAT. I think this is one of the things that Hasbro maybe needs to think about. You maybe don't want to have people putting in $766.85 worth of pre-orders before they're going to be dropping another $325 for the Snow CAT. Because if you add in the Snow CAT, if you're going to pick that up, and that went on sale on the 30th of June, about that time, that's $324.99. So if you take all together, all of Yojo June, Yojo July, and you got the Snow CAT Haslab, you're looking at $1,091.84 in pre-orders. That does not include tax. That does not include, any surcharges. That does not include shipping. That is just the base price. I love my plastic figures. I love my G.I. Joes, but over $1,000 in pre-orders, I can understand why some people are stepping back when it comes to pre-ordering certain things. Like, I'll be honest with you, I pre-ordered everything until this last set when I started looking at these numbers. I did pre-order the Steel Core Sentry and Modular Defense Post because it was an exclusive, and you know how exclusives usually go, they disappear. And the Cold Slither, I picked that one up, but I'm waiting to get Desert Scorpion, Sci Fi, Mainframe, Grim Viper Wetsuit until I see them out in the wild. And honestly, have you noticed that the Walmart and Amazon orders are coming in way before Pulse? And heck, you can find the Night Force Beachhead at some Walmarts now. And I'm like, huh. So I think I'm going to take my chance and try to find those later on because honestly, over $1,000 in pre-orders, it's kind of tough for people to put in. So that could be a thing that is impacting the Snow CAT sales. Now, the Snow CAT is probably going to be, probably by the time you watch this video, it will hit its 8,000 mark, so it'll be getting made. So you know that 325 does come out. Remember, it comes out the day that it makes, i.e., the August 14th, 15th, that's when they charge your card. It's not like these other pre-orders that get charged when they ship you, okay? Because I have more pre-orders waiting for me, like the Battle Armor Cobra Commander and version 4 Snake Eyes. Yeah, those are even more pre-orders that I have waiting for me. But I just want to give you an idea of this is what people are looking at if you're going all in this hobby. Because honestly, I love my G.I. Joes, but I start to look at these numbers like, wow, that $324.99 for that Snow CAT, whew, I can see why people are like stepping back a bit. So how many of these pre-orders did you have, and how much are you going to pay me not to show this video to your wife or your spouse or your partner so they don't know what your pre-orders are? Because I'll be honest with you, when my wife watched the last video, she was like, huh, that's a lot of money. I'm like, huh, yes it is. So let us know what you're at, and I hope you know this is what you're looking at. $1,091.84 before taxes, shipping, and surcharges. So, happy collecting, happy displaying. I know for myself, I just put away literally all my, except for the OG-13s, all my Real American Hero guys. I've now boxed them up. I have 8 big totes of Real American Heroes and stuff boxed away now because I needed to make room for my Rattler whenever it does come, and then I'm going to display the Dragonfly too, and I'm like, huh, space is at a premium in my display case. Anyway, I wish y'all the best. I'll say thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone here on YouTube. I just want to say thank you to all of you for helping me get this far and getting the 4,000 hours of watch time. We get 1,000 subscribers. It's one of those fun things about YouTube that you can do more with it at that point. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye and happy collecting and pre-ordering, worrying about your wallet.